Okay. I started the recording.
नहीं नहीं अभी नहीं.
I'll cut it now. No problem.
अच्छा. Okay. So shall we start?
Yes.
Yeah, Jayant is joining.
She should. Yes.
Welcome everybody to Relentless Cast Movement with Relentless. Here, cast means knowledge, habit, attitude, skill, and strategy. We invite people who have already walked the path of life and want to share their knowledge, experiences, their mistakes, their achievements with the people, with the world, so that they don't make the same mistakes and they follow those strategies or knowledge, apply them to gain what they have achieved. So I welcome today our very own Mr. Prakash Rath, who is working in a very renowned company. Now, welcome, Mr. Prakash.
Thank you, Paras. Thanks for this opportunity.
So, welcome, sir. It's an pleasure to that you are our guest tonight. And today we will ask you some simple questions. The
Yes.
objective of these questions would be uh, so that our viewers can get the knowledge, the information that you have achieved, and which made you survive this so-called life and made you achieve the material success as well as the inner peace.
Right.
So, sir, tell us something about like where did the journey started? Like, what's your date of birth? When did all started, and where did it all started?
Well, Paras, in fact, I born in the year 1966, the 10th of January,
Okay,
and I am the eldest son of my parents. So I born in the city called Cuttack in Odisha.
Cuttack.
This is a very ancient city. It's more than 1,000 years of city with lot of
Oh,
history and all. My father was a government employee. He was working in the Odisha government place where the government formalities, government forms are being printed. And that time we used to stay in the government quarter, as usual, sorry. Stay in the government quarter. So my life journey started from that place, that city called Cuttack.
okay. 1969 in Cuttack,
1966.
Odisha.
1966.
1966, I'm sorry, it's 1966 in
Yeah,
Odisha, Cuttack.
yes.
So tell us, sir, something about your childhood, about your school days.
Uh, Paras, let me very true and honest that I don't have any specific in my childhood. If I remember, it's a normal childhood, just like other middle class families. I have my two brothers with me, one sister. So we are a joint family, like all four of these kids and my father and mother who used to stay in that small government, what you call government quarters. It's a which is if you name it now, it is a single BHK, not flat but single BHK row house that type. So I spent my childhood in that till I was at class eighth. So after class eighth only we shifted to our own house. My father built a house in that locality. So he shifted to there. And my school was almost more than a half a kilometer from my place. So I used to go by walk because that time there is no cycle or thing. No, these fancy things are not available to all the childs. Uh, Even if there is a restriction in my, not in my family, not in the society itself, unless you pass the 10th class and you go to the college, you are not supposed to wear a full pant also. So the
Oh,
entire childhood passed away with a half pant, normal shirt, normal life. But one thing I was very fascinated during that time to visit any place. Whoever called me, any friend, any relative, even my classmates, schoolmates, they invite me. Can you come to our village? I very happily I used to go to there and spend a lot of times in there. I love that atmosphere and love that traveling also. So that is what I remember from my childhood times. That is till now today also I am very fond of these things. Even if somebody call me to XYZ place, I am very enthusiastic to go and visit that place because I thought my thought process is that uh, God has given these eyes. So whatever opportunity to have a look, you should look. you should see those, you should enjoy that moments. So that is what is basically my childhood past. After 10th also, I then got into the college. That time this pattern was not this 10 plus 3, it was 10 plus 2 plus 3. So
Okay.
I am the first batch when this educational pattern also changed.
10 plus
And
2
yes, 10 plus 2
came.
changed. And also I may be the first batch where this OBC also introduced.
Oh,
So that time that our beloved Prime Minister VP Singh, who introduced this OBC quota and all those things. So I lost almost 5 or 4 months in that agitation, strikes, roadblocks, college closed, all those things. That affected to some extent to my career also. Now I am feeling that. Then I went to college, which is almost 11 kilometers from my house. So I used to go by cycle, and it was very difficult to get a own cycle also that time. So what we did, I have a very close friend with me, a very is my childhood friend, and till today we are friend also. So we both have a single cycle. We used to travel on that cycle only. 11 kilometer up and 11 kilometer down. Science class, morning 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. You don't have sufficient money with you to have your lunch and all, because as usual a middle class family. That way only I uh, passed out my college. Then I admitted to my engineering. Then I passed my mechanical engineering. So first opportunity I get to work with one of the engineering school in Cuttack itself. I started my career as a lecturer for the diploma schools.
oh wow, great.
So I continued there for 4 years, almost 5 years like that, 4 to 5 years, from 1989 to 2000, 1899 to 96. 96, I continued there. So that 4 5 years, I used to take different classes in the engineering college and all. But one day I felt that I should leave this job and take on the actual mechanical engineering job, which I feel that I should go to the practical field applications rather than
At
teaching.
that time, were you married? I mean, you had some
No,
responsibilities?
I'm not married. 1989, I started the job, and 1993 I got married.
Oh,
So that time also I was continuing as a lecturer in engineering school. So in 1993, I decided that after getting married, I decided that I should quit this job and I should shift my career to a company or a factory site. That is the real experience or real practical things to be implemented in the engineering field. Uh, so I struggled in that particular time little bit, because leaving a job and getting a new job that time it's a very difficult. And that those days also there is no internet, no this Google and all those, so you cannot search anything.
right,
You
right.
cannot you cannot go away from your own place to Delhi, Calcutta, or Mumbai, because that exposure was not with me that time. So it is only ultimate available is that you have to search for a job in the local industrial area, and local industrial area Odisha is not that much of developed as such as of now today also. Very small industries, small scale industries, wherever you go they will ask for your experience. Why you have not since you are working in engineering college, how can you
Educational.
handle
Hmm.
this
Hmm.
situation in the atmosphere, all those silly questions are there. But fortunately I got a job in 1994 May. So 1994 May, I started my industrial career basically, and that is the job. Actually, I learned a lot in that job. Of course, I was getting very hand and full salary only, very small salary, part of salary. But that job teaches me the real engineering thesis and real engineering how to do the job. I personally worked there. I personally put my hand under the machines. I personally took interest to learn, assemble, disassemble, and I became so expert in that 1.5 years that I was so confident that I can handle any types of machine. I can dismantle and reassemble also. So that confidence built up in that factory, because I used to work there for I can't say what is the time duration. Maybe from morning 6 o'clock to next day 6 o'clock. Also, I used to work there. Sometimes it happened to me, but that is the real learning time. That 1.5 years, real learning time. And fortunately, after that, I got in a job in the multinational company called Alpha Level, who is actually the leader in the milk processing and dairy processing equipments. All dairy, starting from animal care till whatever you are getting today, this cheese, paneer, butter, anything. So all these machineries they used to manufacture, and with the headquarter at Pune and branch office at Cuttack itself again. I'm lucky to say that I was continuing in Cuttack till that time. So 1996 to 2005, I continued with that dilemma. So, and that is the real time when I fascinated, I encased my hobbies also, because I found of traveling, I told you earlier. So I was in charge of 11 states in eastern part of India,
Great,
starting
great.
starting from Orissa, West Bengal, all seven sisters, that Assam, Manipur, Nagaland, Mizoram, Sikkim. So where people will dare to travel. So I have traveled those places. Likewise, every 2 3 months I have a round the trip for all these states. And subsequently, Bihar also added to my part. That time Bihar was a single state. It was not divided like Jharkhand and Bihar. It was
Jharkhand and
only Bihar. Subsequently, it is divided. So I was looking after this service, after sales service, and the installation of these dairy equipment supplied to those 11 states. And that time, you can't believe, I used to travel even months together away from home. So giving time to the family is very difficult. Once you start your journey, you don't know when you'll come back. It all depends upon site condition, depends upon machineries, depends upon how the project is completed. A lot of issues were there. No mobile phones. You cannot call like today. Anytime you want, you can call. There is no mobile phone. Even if there is no ATM also. I remember one day the hotel the owner of that hotel, he asked me to throw my luggage out of the room at night 9 o'clock, saying that you are not paid the advance, or whatever advance you have paid, that is being compensated now. So you have to deposit the money. And I don't have money in that moment. I have requested to company, and that time only money was sent by the company. Either it will be a draft or it will be a money order. There is no alternative way. No ATMs, nothing, no internet banking, or nothing was there. Otherwise, best option was to go and approach the customer, take some advance with a debit note, get it approved from the office, and get the cash. So that takes normally, because initially in that period I was working with a military firm, so it is very difficult for them to encash these types of transactions. They cannot give advance without their super authority also. So these are the troubles. These are the real life experience I faced in that during those periods. So slowly things have changed. This ATM card came. I remember exactly. I got the first ATM card from ICICI Bank. It's a salary account. So that day only we feel that we should not carry any money with us and go to the field. Otherwise, you have to carry 60, 50, 60,000 in pocket and travel all these states. It's very difficult to manage those things also that time. You cannot keep those money in the hotel room also, and you cannot carry with you. So that care you have to take, because if anything happen, everything happen, that is your responsibility only. Company is not going to listen all those things. So this is how my life goes up. I learned a lot. I was a mechanical background, but I learned a lot. I took my interest into that animal care and hygiene. Then I traveled almost all districts in Orissa, all these 30 districts, and I'll say that I have traveled almost 50% of villages in Odisha also on this 11 years part of journey, because I used to conduct this farmers meeting. One program was there. We used to go to the village in the evening, gather some farmers and explain them what is the benefit of milk, because that time milk was scarcity in India. The Operation Flood was just launched by Dr. Korean.
yeah,
Unions are being formed. So now India is the largest collection, largest production of milk, and largest also world in world also it is largest for the part of consumption. That time that facilities were not there, infrastructures were not there. People don't know how to collect the meals, how to preserve the meals. So we used to go to different villages every evening. We have a target that every month we have to visit, at least visit 30 villages for this farm.
white revolution was
Yes,
coming.
yes, yes. That was on part of the company. Because company interest was that by ouring the farmers only, you can push his product to them.
Right.
So those also I have conducted a lot. So like this, I learned a lot in this. So while we used to go to these farmers meeting and all, people don't know whether I am a mechanical engineer or I am a somebody else. So they used to
Right.
ask silly questions like, my animal is not taking food properly. What should I do? All these questions. So I have to put into my bend into the veterinary science also a little bit.
Right.
uh, Anyway, that time passed off, and I, from the customer care service executive to I promoted up to manager level in that company. And then uh, in 2006, end of 2005 and starting of 2006, myself and my friend, I told you before, is my all very close friend, so we decided that we should quit the job and start our own company, because we are so experienced by that time. We know the ins and outs of all these dairy equipment, from where it comes and how it goes, how the project is being built up. So we thought, can we can handle these things. And that time also, it was another issue was that nobody from this is western part or northern part of India was interested to travel to eastern sectors. The Sikkim, Manipur, nobody was interested to travel because they are terrorists. This Ulfa, Sulfa, all those things are
Right.
going on.
Right. These
So,
terrorist
so
activities.
we thought that it is an opportunity for us, because we have traveled all those areas, so we can start working and start doing some projects in that area. So that why should we work for some other company, and rather we should work for us and we'll get
So
more.
you had an experience of like 10
Yeah,
years at that
10
time,
years,
and it
11
was a
years, yes. So that
proper time to take risk.
we want to encash those experience, and
Hmm.
we started a company. And in 3 years, we our turnover reaches to 3 crores.
Oh, great.
And you cannot believe that that company we have started with, it's not, nobody will believe, we have started with only 150 rupees in our hand, because it's only trading and all these ideas in our mind, drawings and all. We have laptop with us during service, that facilities was there. So just two laptops, two persons, we start working, get the orders, then we build up our team. We have a team of 17, 18 people, fabricators, welders, all those things. And we completed 4 projects in that 3 years. So all 10,000 liters milk processing, dairy processing plants. So we did it in Sikkim, then Bihar, in Assam, and moreover, customer also knows us very well. So they have been a thought in that mind. We don't know Alpha, who is Alpha Level and who is XYZ company. We know you personally, because you are the people who comes to serve us. So we are least bothered that which who is doing the job, provided the branded equipment should come and performance should be there. Uh, so in 2009, I don't know, it may be a turning point of my life. It is either uh, the decision we took that time, maybe wrong or right. Till now, also I am wondering behind that decision whether it is a wrong decision or a right decision. We decided we got a lot of funds in our hand. So we decided that we should go for engineering college.
Evening college.
Engineering college
Oh,
directly.
engineering college.
So we purchased land of 20 acres, applied for the affiliation from AICT, because those part also we little bit
Hmm.
known during the past experience during lectureship and all. And we got the affiliation in the year 2009 for 120 strength, 3 branch, mechanical, civil, and electronics. But unfortunately or fortunately, I don't know, that same year, AICT has given lot of affiliation to the lot of applies. So what happened? The government as well as the banks, they decided that they will not go for any financing for this new engineering college. So our proposal for 5 crores project was dumped in the dustbin by the bank, and we are nowhere. By that time, already we have invested 20 lakhs, 20 acres of land, and almost 65 to 70 lakhs of rupees for construction, because you have a very minimum time. We know the time will be limited. So we, whatever money we have with us, we invested there. We built up 25,000 square feet plinth level building that time. So that we thought, okay, everything will be settled up and we'll get the loan and we'll take back this amount to our existing business and we'll keep on doing on this loan and all. But on a single night, everything was smashed up. We are nowhere. So the 60,000, 60 lakhs rupees and 20 acres of land was of zero value to us that time. So by the time we tried a lot to sold out everything, get recovery of those things, maybe to clear the bank loans and the to run the business. But things were not easy that time. So once Once people know that you are in need, people started playing with you also. That is the learning I learned in my life. So if you ask somebody that I need your help to get out of some difficult situation, that time only people give you a kick rather than he'll pick you and take you up. There are very few people will be there who can hold your hand and pick you up from that situation. So we tried for 1.5 years, and the situation was so bad that I cannot express those days. And finally, I decided I am and my friend, both of us decided that let I should quit the system and move forward. I told him clearly, boss, I cannot resist anymore because you are the only son and you are managing your family very well. That's fine. You have some agriculture land and all. I don't have anything. I don't have agriculture land also because I never go to my native place, which is my parental places, birthplace and all. I'm very low attachment with those things because we don't know, because we don't have our grandfather or grandmother, nobody was there, so we don't know what is happening in the village area, how many land holdings are there, what is there. We don't have anything simple except that building in the Cuttack. Nothing was property as such. So I told him very clearly that it's very difficult for me to maintain my family, and also I just want to quit these things, and I have to move forward. He was a little bit resistance, hesitant also that time. Then on a single line, I told him, whatever asset, it is yours. Whatever liability it is yours. I'll never come back to you and ask you that what happened when you sold this 20 acres of land. The value of that land is more than 2 crores that time. But I'll never ask you for this because you are the person who has to take care of all of the liabilities. Tax liabilities there is bank liabilities, everything. So I am just going with zero, and I'm giving resignation from the directorship. You just accept it and give me a certificate that no liabilities henceforth is on my part. So that was the deal. With a zero hand, 20,000 budget in my hand, I came and joined in a company called ISF Industries Private Limited in Chennai. So that my second phase of life actually started in 2011 when I joined Chennai. So 2009 to 2011 was a very struggling period. Planned to do a big thing, but all of a sudden crashed down. So 2011 I joined in ISF. I shifted my family because I don't want to keep my family away from me for the sake of money or maybe. So whatever earning was there, because that's the first opportunity I get, I joined there. I said, we'll see later on. Let's start our journey from zero. So practically I started from zero again. Nothing, no bank balance, no property, nothing was there. Only 20,000 was in my hand when I came to Chennai. There I continued for 2 years. After 2 years, maybe around 2013, I got a call from this present company. I don't know from where they get the reference and how they get my number and all. They directly called me and invited to their Bombay factory to have a discussion. I said, boss, I'm working in somewhere, so how can I come like that? What is the purpose of calling you? Tell me, then only I can come. Oh, then they started. It is a startup company. Nobody was there. Only two founders from USA was there, and one production person was there. They said, we have a technology, we want to develop it, and we need your support. So we are there. We should work together. I came to Mumbai, have a visit to the factory. It's not a factory, it's a small premises with 2-3 dabbas like stainless steel bowls and all those things. So after working with Alpha Level, who is some billionaire turnover, when I come to this place, I could not believe that should I join here or not. I had a long discussion with them. I stayed there for 2 days at least. But I don't know why, what happened to me at that time. I like those Americans very much that time because they are very open to me. And they said that, you see, this is the technology we have. And I know adoption of a technology is very difficult. And you have a thorough knowledge in dairy industry. You know many people. So that's why we are calling you. You tell us what is the salary you will be requiring. So, but thing is that we are also not in a position to give you the 100% salary, whatever you're demanding. So anyhow, with some settlement and plus minus yes, no, I agreed to join this company, and I took it as a challenge also for me because my dream was to build a company, build something, which I failed, rather not building an engineering college. So I thought this may be an opportunity given by God for to prove myself. So irrespective of the salary difference, irrespective of the problems, because my son was studying in class 8 that time, so I have to shifted every family to Mumbai. The school, I don't know, you know what is the difficulty in getting admission at higher standard also in a different area and different school. He suffered a lot for this frequent change in third language, because in Odisha it is Odia. When you come to Chennai, they said you have to take Tamil. Tamil is, how can somebody learn Tamil within 1 year? Then we came to Mumbai. They said that you have to go for this Marathi.
Marathi.
But again, unfortunate does not left me behind. So after 3 months of staying in Mumbai, as a whole, the company, and I am also part of that. I should not blame anybody. We decided that the company should move to Pune instead of Mumbai, because the cost, looking at the cost of living, looking at the cost for the rent for the factory premises and all those things, it is better we should shift it to Pune. And moreover, major vendors were from Pune itself. So after 3-4 months again, I came to Mumbai with my family in 2013 March. In 2013 June 30, we shifted to Pune. Another shifting from Mumbai to Pune. So luckily, I get a seat in for my school, my son here. So in the same year, I got admitted in 2 schools. I left Mumbai and then came to Pune. Anyway, so the journey started from there. We are 4 who have started this company. I'm very proud to say today that we are now 70 plus employee, and turnover
Great.
is almost crossing 35 to 40 crores in a year.
Oh, wow, great.
And in the past 7 years, 2013 to, sorry, 2013, I'll not consider 2013 as my actual working there, because it has 1 year we take to establishment and all those things. Last 7 years, under my guidance, under my team, we have developed 7 portfolio of equipment, 7 different types of equipments based on that technology, particular technology. So now the company has 7 portfolios. It is, we have done business in Bangladesh, we have done business in Sri Lanka, we have done business in South Africa also. Now it is, to some extent, I'm very much happy that, okay, I had that capability, I did this company. When I joined this with 4%, I have been in this company also, I worked as a accountant. I have prepared the salary slip for the peoples also, because slowly people joined with us. Initially, we were 2 technicians and 1 production manager, and myself was there. Nobody was there, even no MD, nothing. Today also, all the boss who are from America, they have left India. They have gone back to India. We are reporting to them. Here, nobody is boss actually. So company is run by 4 departments. Say R&D and product is my department, and one is marketing, sales and marketing. One is strategy and development, and other is production. So these 4 heads of the departments, they run this company. We all 4 reporting to USA. The board of directors are sitting there. Now things are little good
On the track.
on the track, and I'm very much pretty much satisfied.
Content.
Yeah, and after that also I got a lot of opportunities. People call me asking me double the salary and all those things, but I don't know what. I told my boss also once that I have some sub corner for this company, because I have built this company, and the liberty and the work culture I developed in this company is completely on my own. So I am very comfortable to work in this company. So I am not going to leave this. I hope.
Like your own child, you have
Yes,
nurtured the company.
yes. And I always wish that may God give me that part, that I should retire from my job from this company only.
Great, sir, great.
So
The
that's all the
complete
life of
life
my.
journey
Yes.
was very interesting. I mean, starting from 1966, where you were not wearing even the full pants,
Yeah.
till the eighth and ninth class from that person, that child. And then you visited all the Seven Sisters, the
Yes,
hilly
yes,
areas, the Bihar and other places you mentioned. And the interesting thing was that you entered into education industry, education field, and then you entered into this dairy industry, and then you showed the entrepreneurial skills also, and you entered into ventured your own venture. And then later you decided for uh, establishing an engineering college. That's a very noble thing to do. And then at that time when the things got down, you still showed courage and bounced back again with a bang. So that's a very good learning for the viewers, that I hope who all are watching, that never give up, never give up
yes,
kind of attitude, that we can learn. And one thing that I am that's a takeaway, is that you survived this life, you lived this life with such an comfort and other things, with the knowledge of dairy industry.
yes,
The knowledge that you had, at the end of the day, that paid you off, the knowledge. So that is what I would like to share with all the viewers, that there's one skill you must have, like you had your dairy skill. So that was part of the life journey that you took. Now let us come to a very important part of the life, that's actually the foundation of all the success and happiness, which we say health. Like we say, there are four foundation for health: diet, exercise, rest, and a stress-free mind. So what do you do to take care of your health, which we can learn?
yes, Paras, what happened now during this last 2006 to 2000, sorry, 1996 to 2011, and then 2011 to even 2011, 13. A lot of traveling was there. So even unwantedly, I have to force to take different types of diet, different time, different things. Wherever you go, whatever is available, you have to take it, and you need to be satisfied on that. Regarding this exercise and all, that also was a very is problematic for me, because I cannot keep a fixed time for that exercise. Once you sit and train, you don't know when you will get down from that area. Traveling is the major concern, but yes, lot of physical work was there. From morning, you start from the hotel, you have to go to the customer, you have to go to the site, work there, instruct your people, come back. All those physical activities keep
Activities
very,
for you.
very, very fit. And when I travel to the Sikkim and all those states, no, those are very, all are hilly areas. So uh, I used to walk kilometers in that area, because I used to work in defense area. So defense area is like mini cities. So there is no private vehicles going inside. Either you'll have to take some helps from the local, sorry, from the defense personnel itself, or you have to walk. There is no alternative available to you. So walking was very familiar to me. I used to walk every day, maybe uh, kilometers. I can walk. I can walk 30 kilometers also at a stretch, and I've tested that. I used
That's a
to take
long.
this. Yeah, yeah,
That's long.
I used to take this bombole. You see that that's they're taking, the peoples are taking to put waters in the sibling on the Shravan month.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, I have done that also. I have been to from Cuttack to Bhubaneswar, which is 38 kilometers on
Oh,
barefoot.
that's like going from one city to another
Yeah, one
city.
city to another city. So 38 kilometer I've traveled, and it not for once. It's continuously 3 Sundays. So that is the ritual you have to do. So I've done that also in
Yeah.
2000, not very young years. That time it was 2001 two. My son born same year. I have done that ritual also. 38 kilometers without anything, without in a barefoot. You don't know, you can imagine what difficulties it will be. But that also I have done. So physically I was fit. Mentally, I say mentally I was because happy, because the nature of job is somehow related to my hobby. Traveling and seeing different areas is my hobby
People
from my.
interaction.
So that is the power I get boosted from inner side of me. That's how always everything. Whenever I go for any trip, any tour, no, I felt very happy that okay, I get a chance to see a new place. And I met lot of people, lots of people, starting from helper who used to take handle the can, till the district collectors, ministers, all big chunks also related to this entire chain in the dairy. And I have very good relation with all levels also. Even if I took dinner with the person who handled the can, who is a helper, and I had dinner with in five-star deluxe hotel with the ministers and all those things. So that I don't have any cat. I have felt all the categories of the people in my life. So that happiness is with me. So that makes me very happy. But unfortunately, it is due to maybe I will say that it's a hereditary and all. So I am a diabetic patient now, but still it is well within control since last 4 5 years. It's hardly at the level at the border also. I managed to keep that. But now the traveling has been reduced and the way of traveling has been changed. Earlier days we used to travel by bus, rickshaw, auto, whatever available because the emergency was there, urgency was there. Now it is a little bit comfortable. You can take your own time. You can fly down. You can have your own taxi, air taxi, and all those because promoted to airport. So uh, now I'm able to maintain this my daily morning walk and all those things I used to do, and taking regular medicine, taking doing some physical work, and having some control on the diet. That are the three things you have to do for to take care of your health. That is what is my concept of taking care of health.
Great, great, great. Avoiding sedentary lifestyle and choosing the active lifestyle is what you practiced and which helped you
Yes, yes.
good health. Now we come to the next question, which is regarding a very important section of our life, which is relationship, because that hugely impacts on the way our emotional state, whether we are happy or not. It very much depends on the relationship that we are with ourselves, our creator, with our life partner, our kids, our co-workers and everyone. So our question is, how do you maintain a matured relationship in which you, a loving relationship? How do you do that?
For us, my principle is that listen first and respect the person who is talking to you. So that is the only mantra I carry forward throughout my life. That's the mantra which helped me to keep relation with starting from the helper in the dairy dog till the higher authority, higher level. That is in respect to my professional career, and if you'll say my personal or social relationships is very opposite. I have a very limited friends. I have only 5 friends who are friends from my childhood.
Great,
I
great.
I don't enlarge my friend circle. Of course, there may be Facebook friends, WhatsApp groups, all those things. Today's fashion, I adopted those things also. But the real friends, I have only 5 friends from my childhood. They are still now. Whenever I go to my native place, they also call me. I used to go there. So all the relations are there, and the relatives all are normally good. I used to take a chance whenever I get the chance. I just have a visit, pay a visit to them. Uh, this is how. But professionally, I maintain that relation only listening and understanding the person who is talking to me. And family side relation, it is purely open-minded relation. It's purely based on give and take relation, you can say.
Excellent, excellent. Your mantra reminds me of the famous Stephen R. Covey, his book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, in which he mentions that first seek to understand, then to be understood. The same mantra, listen and respect, and both helps in the personal and professional relationship. Excellent learning, sir. Now let us move to the very important third aspect of life, which is career and finance. Uh, you already have mentioned the details regarding the career path that you have chosen and have shown your risk taking abilities and everything. What are the advice or some message that you would like to give to our viewers who are watching the show, that you took, and the steps that you took, the financial decisions that you took, which you think uh, mm, would be beneficial for our viewers?
Yeah, Paros, I have seen people's accumulating wealth, but frankly speaking, I'm dead against that. I'm of the opinion that whatever required for your lifestyle, whatever required for your living at the present, you should be worried for that only. You should not be worried for your future that what will happen and I should accumulate so much of money and so much of wealth that my four generation will be happy. I'm dead against that. Even you can't believe I have not purchased a single building in my name till last 4 years back. I was dead against on that. I have my house in my native place. Why should I purchase another flat wherever I am staying? But as the relations comes into force, everybody from my parental side, from my mother-in side, and everybody forced me. I forced to purchase a flat recently 4 years back only, and I don't have any that much of money, bank balance, and all those things. But rather, I believe that knowledge is much more important than wealth. If you have knowledge, you can do whatever you want. If you have a skill, you can do whatever you want. For my example, I am taking. I have that knowledge. I have that education, I have that skill. So that's why I come out of all these situations.
Right.
So if
Excellent.
you just imagine that instead of knowledge and skill, I could have gathered maybe 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs, 1 crores also. So how much time it will take to spend those things? I'm now paying 2 lakhs of rupees for my son's tuition fees in the college. So 4 years, 5 years, I'll lose 10, 20 lakhs there. Then other expenses are there. So how much money you can accumulate so that you can keep on extending those things? It is not possible. It is not practically. And we are not that category of people that we can accumulate 100 and 1,000 crores of money and keeping it under the beds. That facility is also not with us. Whatever we can earn on the right way. We are paying tax to the government. We cannot, we never hide our salary to anyone. It's open to the bank account because everything is now clear. Uh, and we are not doing any what you call do numberi come. Be fair to yourself, acquire your knowledge, keep on learning. Learning should not be stopped at any moment.
Great, great, excellent. From your by listening your words, I remember Mr. Jim Rohn, who is one of the famous motivational speaker. He said the best investment is the investment that you make on yourself, because that gives the best return on improving your knowledge, improving your skills, because that will give the best return possible. Neither stock market nor gold, nothing, but the
Yes.
knowledge, that the amount that you will invest on your knowledge, your to upgrade your skills, that will give you the best results. Wonderful. So now I would like to ask you one question, which is very common. The life that you have lived, the success that you have achieved, the peace of mind, the health that you have achieved, how much you feel is the contribution of luck or hard work? Like this is the most
Yes.
good the question that most of the people want to know. So this is the right platform to discuss about this thing.
For us, really, this lock is a very bit controversy thing. I cannot say that I don't have any lock. Lock is there, obviously. But if I'll just roll down my every year of my life, now I'm seeing that in some cases, yes, luck is there, and in majority cases, it is the hard work and the sincerity that gives me the fruit. You see, I'm not that lucky that if I had that much of luck in me, then I could have get that bank loan and I could have been the chairman of any engineering college right now, sitting in AC room comfortably. But that luck did not work in that time also. I was many places I've seen that lock is not working properly, and in some places also I feel that okay, this may be the lock with me, and that is why I'm lucky that I get out of these difficult situations also. Of course, I'll give preference to hard work and lock, because you see, let's just imagine that your lock says that today you will have 5 rasgullas. Okay, I am very fond of sweets also. But the rasgulla is serving in front of you. Unless you put your hand and take it to the mouth, it will not automatically just jump into your mouth. So that is the work you have to do. Lock is there. Somebody has solved before you, but you have to work for it. So lock is almost always there. It should be. It should be. That should be the lock one subject should be there. But obviously, hard work only can give you the benefit of that lock.
Greatly said, rightly said, sir. I remember one of the famous quote in Sanskrit, which I'll not say in Sanskrit, I'll just say. They say that even the lion has to do the
Yes,
hunting to get the get his hunt, because by luck, by the force of nature, he became the king of the jungle. But even after becoming king of the jungle, he has to make certain efforts to feed his stomach. So you very rightly said, luck is on its part, but there is no substitute for action,
hard
no
work.
substitute
Yes.
for hard work. So that brings us to our famous rapid fire round.
Yeah,
So I'll ask you some questions which you have to give a quick response. So I'll ask, so what's your favorite food?
I like sweets.
Okay, any particular sweet like I
Rasgulla.
rasgulla?
Yes,
I was thinking
it was
this.
my favorite. I used to take 30, 40, 40 plus rasgulla at a time.
Oh God, 30, 40 rasgullas at
Yes,
one time.
yes.
Mishti, Bengali mishti.
Yeah, it's Bengali.
Okay. Your favorite actor, male, female?
My favorite actor is Amitabh Bachchan,
Okay.
and my favorite female actor is Rekha.
I hope Amitabh Bachchan is your favorite actor, not because he married to Jaya Bhaduri, who is a Bengali.
No, 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 no.
Just kidding. Okay. Your favorite book would be?
My favorite big book is from my own mother language, Odia. It is Amavasya Chandra. That means the moon in the what you call Amavasya. I cannot express.
Dark Knight, I think.
Dark night, yes, the moon of the dark night. Uh, he is the author. He has written only that particular only one book. After that, he died. It's a very small book, but the learning from that book is so instinct. I never forget each page of that book. That book he described what you call पाप और पुण्य क्या होता है. What is पाप?
Merits and demerits,
Yes.
vice and virtues.
So and after going through that book, now you also will be puzzled that actually what is right and what is wrong.
Oh, Amavas Kachand.
Amavasya
What's
Chandra.
oh
Amavasya
great.
Chandra. That is I don't know whether the English or Hindi versions are available of that book, but I like
But
that book very much.
that created a huge impact on your
Yes, yes,
psyche.
yes, yes.
Great, great, sir, great. Now your favorite destination. You already have traveled a lot of places. What's your favorite
My favorite
destination, travel
destination
destination?
is Gangtok, Sikkim.
Gangtok. I think that's one of the cleanest place also in India.
It's cleanest place. It's a hill station, and people are very nice, very humble. They are very polite. Nobody bothers what you are doing, what others are doing. Also,
Great, nice, nice. What's your favorite movie?
my favorite movie is Janjeer.
Janjeer, Amitabh Bachchan's.
Yes, as such, there are many. All the Amitabh movies are I like it,
Right,
but Janjeer is my favorite movie because that is the movie who taught you that any situation you can come up.
right, right, right. That actually changed Amitabh Bachchan's
Yes.
career also.
Yeah, yeah.
Great,
Today
great.
morning itself, I was discussing these things with my family. That when Amitabh Bachchan came to this Mumbai city, he got a recommendation letter from Gandhi family, uh, just to give him a chance in the film industry. Okay,
And so you know who is the director of that Zanjeer movie?
it's Prakash Mehra, no?
Yeah, he's your name, same
Yeah.
name.
So with that recommendation, he came, but he get the first picture to with Sunil Dutt, on which he has not supposed to say anything. He has to act as a dumb because his
Yeah,
voice was not that good.
yeah.
But
Reshma
yes,
or Shera, I think that was
no,
the movie.
it has yes, that's Marsara.
Yeah,
So after that, you see, only for his voice, he came up to this stage,
yes, yes.
and the
Right.
Janjir itself changed the dynamics there.
Correct. Right, right, right. Great, sir. And who is your favorite political leader?
Political leader, I actually I liked Indira Gandhi, Mrs. Indira Gandhi very much because he is the person who brought technology to India, and a lot of
Iron Lady.
advancement actually has been occurred in during that period. And in present scenario, of course, Modi is very popular, and I also like him.
And who's your favorite business leader?
Business leader, I'll say Ambani,
Okay,
because he's the person who started with little bit
right.
and grown up like anything.
And your favorite sports person?
Favorite sports person is Mahendra Singh Dhoni.
Dhoni.
Yes.
Any specific reason for that?
Same thing. Coming from a very small
Yeah.
town. Rather, that is not important. Important is that at the point when it is required, he is very, very clearly said all those things. That
Hmm.
I don't need this player for this region. Not saying that I don't know this player. I don't need this particular player, and this is the reason behind this. You give me
Clarity
this
in
player,
thoughts.
yes. I'll take him, and this is the reason. I'll give you the result, and he has given the result also.
Great, great.
His vision is perfect.
Clarity and focus is there.
Focus
Great.
is perfect.
So, what one thing would you like in India to be changed? Any one particular thing that you want that this country it should change?
This country should change only if I think everybody takes their own responsibility of being disciplined.
Discipline.
I put fingers to others that you are not coming in queue, but when I get the chance, I also break the queue and put my hand inside the window. That should not be happen. There is nobody in the police. You see, in India, there is signal post, there is traffic signals, lightings are there. Still, two constables are standing there. Why it is? Those two constables could have been given some effort for the productivity of the country, not watching the people who breaks the rule.
Common culture to
Yeah, if
avoid the
those
law,
things,
not following the law is there.
everybody will be responsible for their discipline, then these things will change. India can
Excellent.
productivity can increase.
Excellent, sir. Excellent. Thank you, Mr. Prakash, for giving your precious time and sharing the life experiences, the mistakes, the achievements that you have made in your life. And I am 100% sure that people who are watching this show will certainly get some key takeaways from this and will surely be beneficial. And before we stop the recording, I would request all the people who are watching this, we welcome you all to share your knowledge, your experience, your habits, your skills, your strategies that have helped you come here. And if you'll share it, everyone will be benefited. And this sharing will make your knowledge, your experience immortal. Thank you and
Thank you,
have
Paras.
a nice day.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir, once again.
Bye bye.